Hey there, Marina Ormes here with your Astro Vibe for Thursday, January 19th. And today we are talking about self-care for a Capricorn moon. We are completing the Sagittarius moon through around 11 a.m. Pacific time. And then the moon goes into Capricorn, where it will be for the rest of the day. So we're doing that shift today from Sagittarius, which is about a reflection, making meaning, identifying what's important to you, coming up with explanations and telling the story of what you want, why you want it, where you're going, what it all means. And so we don't always have all the answers, but Sagittarius likes answers. It likes to have a belief system that helps to explain why things are the way they are. And so when the moon is in Sagittarius, we have that support for coming up with explanations and understanding and identifying what's important to us. And then the moon shifts into Capricorn, and that brings in more of that vibe of structure, of infrastructure, foundations, getting organized, thinking about how we can create a plan that works on the things that we want to create. And so we're in the Capricorn moon cycle. With the Capricorn moon, we are bringing completion to that Capricorn cycle, that Capricorn energy, kind of looking back to review what have we been working on, how have we been formulating a plan, how does it fit with what's important to us, what do we want, how do we need to adjust or adapt or update the plan to make it be in alignment with the things that are important to us. So with the Sagittarius moon energy, we've had that opportunity to get a little more vision of where it is we're headed, what it is we want. Maybe thinking about where you're headed if you don't set conscious intentions, because you're going to continue on the trajectory you're on that might be based on manifesting things you don't want. And then if you choose consciously, here's what I do want to manifest, then that helps you kind of shift everything. Like when you are setting intentions, it's not just some magic weird thing. It's actually when you set intentions, you're actually telling yourself to have an expectation of that this is what you're capable of, this is what you want, this is what you're going for, and that you believe in yourself in so doing. And that allows you to align your beliefs, your expectations, your attitudes, your ways of responding, your feelings, your framing of thoughts, the way that you think about things, the way you approach things, maybe even the way you take action on things, because you're taking action and organizing your thoughts around this thing that is important to you and making it happen and learning what you have to learn to be the person you need to be to make that happen, as opposed to when we're not setting conscious intentions. We're aligning our beliefs, our thoughts, our thinking, our expectations, our attitudes, our feelings. We're aligning those things around more of what we don't want. And so what I mean by that is when you are in, dealing with stress and worry, and your mind goes into that place of all the bad things, all the bad things that could happen. And then you are setting up an expectation for yourself, even if it's unconscious, you're setting up an expectation for yourself that's what is going to happen, or more of that. You're attracting more of that. And so all I'm saying is, if you have a lighter, freer, more joyful attitude about what you're creating, it's likely that you're going to attract and create lighter, joyful, and freer types of results. And so it's not as woo-woo as it sounds. It's actually very common sense, practical, right? Like if we have a good attitude, we're more likely to be open to seeing things that we couldn't see if we had a closed mind or an attitude that was based on fears or anxieties. So, and we all have fear and anxiety. It's just being aware of that and choosing how we're going to respond when we notice those things coming up. And sometimes you need professional help. I think I've mentioned that. Sometimes you need some real support to help deal with those things. But when you're in a space of working on it for yourself, which we all are at some point, then you want to be able to support yourself in setting positive intentions. So what does self-care look like when the moon is in Capricorn? It looks like now things can feel kind of heavy. When the moon's in Capricorn, there's a sense of responsibility, maybe reminders of things that you haven't done yet, or things that feel like they're weighing on you. So there's kind of that heaviness or that sense of responsibility that can come with Capricorn energy. And when the moon's in Capricorn, that can be the vibe or the feeling. So we want to turn that around and say, okay, instead of heaviness, let's ask, what can I do? What are some tangible things I can do to support myself in getting these things off my list so that they're not weighing on me, or taking care of myself so that I have more energy to do the things I need to do. So it can be a lot of different things, but Capricorn is a reminder of what you need to practice. It's coming back to that sense of discipline in asking yourself to support yourself in your greatest good. You're strong, you're capable, you're competent. You have the resources you need. It's just a matter of reminding yourself of that and coming back to center. As always, we need to come back to that place through like a nice deep breath, maybe some moments in nature, maybe a little meditation, something that cares for you to help you bring you back to center, where you remember who you are, you remember that you're capable, you remember that you have the ability to respond, which is what responsibility, get it? So anyway, the ability to respond, the ability to do something about it, the ability to make it better, the ability to support yourself in taking the positive steps that will help you feel better and be happier. And through all of this, we are making our plans for the kinds of schedules, routines, support structures that are going to support us in creating our intentions. So anchoring in your intentions by breathing them into your body, feeling that feeling you want to feel. Maybe you're starting to get some words, some clarity about the words that you want to write out that remind you of how you want to feel. Remember, it's not about the stuff, right? The things that we think we want. Like it's really about the place we want to be. It's really about how we want to feel. And we want to feel free. We want to feel light, spacious, inspired, creative, joyful. Those, write down the positive words, the feeling words that you want to create. And even if that's all you have for an intention, that is great. So write down your positive intentions for yourself. I want to feel more love. I want to feel more free. I want to move more easily, whatever it is. And so then thinking about your, what is your schedule? Like your daily schedule, your weekly schedule? Does it have those qualities built into it? Does it have freedom built into it? Does it have feeling supported built into it? Does it have receiving resources built into it? So just get creative, have fun with it, and think about your plan. And so we're really bringing completion to this work that we've been doing throughout this moon cycle on planning and working with that Capricorn energy. So this is our opportunity. Today is a day that brings opportunities and energies that can be taken advantage of to work with to take care of ourselves. And it's just about knowing what those are so we can make the most of it. So self-care for a Capricorn moon means attending to the structures and the support systems for you and asking yourself how they are or are not in alignment with your intentions, and then maybe tweaking them to get them more into alignment with your intentions. And so that's it for today. Self-care for a Capricorn moon. Tomorrow we'll have still the moon will be in Capricorn, but the sun goes into Aquarius just after midnight my time, so about 1 a.m. Pacific time. The sun goes into Aquarius on Friday and brings us into this this energy of breaking free, of breaking through, of getting a breath of fresh air. So and then the moon, of course, will go into Aquarius and we'll begin that moon cycle. So this is the perfect time to kind of bring completion to what you've been working on, get clear about it, formulate whatever you need to write down, and put into place for yourself as far as a support system, a support structure, an organization, a plan. And now with Mercury direct, maybe you're finding some words and getting a little bit more clarity about what that looks like, and making your plans to have some connections and communication with people you want to have conversations with, opening those lines of communication and reconnection. So we are there. We are moving forward with Mars in Gemini, also asking us to do that work of taking action steps for networking, for communication and connection. So reach out, make those connections, make plans to meet with people, make plans to ask them questions, ask what you want to know, and ask to connect. All right. Thank you so much for being here. I'm at astrologyheals.com. You can learn more about how to get time with me to look at your chart, your specific chart. If you have questions about working with your intentions, how to do that in greater depth based on what your chart reveals and how all these energies show up for you personally. So I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for being here and for subscribing, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.